Alright, I broke a cardinal rule that I set for myself. This right here is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's heavily modded. My rule of thumb for this is when you show your modded game for Smash, it is mandatory to show gameplay, because most modded or super modded games that are like to this extent, I know this is a lot of characters, most modded Smash games to this extent always fail to show gameplay because this is horrifying to hear, they can't. There's a lot of what's called move sets. If you don't know what a move set is, it's a fully added character with their own complete move set, character models, textures, sounds, and etc. A lot of move sets that are added into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tend to break the game, meaning you can't select two characters or two certain characters because the game will blatantly lock up. I don't have that problem. Every one of these move sets that you see, and also the 8+ costumes that I personally by hand added to each one of these move sets, they have they work together. I tested them individually. So when I add a move set to my game, I actually go in game and select every costume one by one and make sure that they load properly. So yeah, I know that sounds a bit crazy given what you're looking at here. You probably or you likely don't believe me, but all of these costumes, all of these movesets here, they're fully functional. They work perfectly. I'm just gonna toggle through here as fast as I can. I'm just gonna go through all of the costumes that I have for each of my characters. I apologize in advance. I'm going very fast. This is quite a bit. I just want to show that everything has been replaced. I have pretty much every version of every character in existence modded into my Smash. Every variation from spin-off franchises. I replaced all of the boring clone characters with characters that make more sense to be in the game, or characters that are more popular or wanted by the fan base. It's just like overhaul on top of overhaul. Again, I'm moving quite fast here. I apologize in advance. It's quite a bit. It seems like most of my characters have about 8 costumes. Majority do, but a lot of my characters are actually they're slot extended, meaning they have 8+. They have up to like 16, some even more than 16 costumes put over them. Just a personal preference. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through everything. My rule of thumb when I mod my Smash game is I only put characters from other video game franchises in my game. The reason being is Super Smash Bros. Is a celebration of gaming. Well, this is an exception. This one character here, let me see if I can find it. I know he has video games, but I don't think Samurai Jack is really a video game character. He's more like a cartoon. This is Vampire Hunter D. This is definitely an anime character. Again, he has video games, but he technically is an anime character. So cartoon, anime, and I think that's it. Yeah, so those two characters here, which I'll replace later, these are actually cartoon and anime characters. These are literally the only 2 costumes out of the entirety of my roster that have this issue. And to further caveat that, this is outside of the normal 8 slots. The 8 slots for this Tidus character are already fully filled. They're actually extension slots. This is actually costume 9 through 16. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is I can just take them out. Just a little food for thought there. But I'm just going through and scrolling through all of my costumes here. You can tell I'm a stickler for detail. I like consistency with the costumes that I add in. And my ultimate rule is, if it's not from a video game, I won't add it to my Smash. Some characters have been blatantly taken out. This was Sheik from The Legend of Zelda. Sheik is still in here. It's just she's been replaced with a more popular or more familiar character, which is Mai from KOF. Maya from KOF is just better than Sheik. Plus, I'm Christian, so I don't like cross dressing anything in my games. Bowser's got all of his most iconic costumes. My girl Peach, I love Peach to death. She has some other character spin-offs put on top of her, or rather Daisy. This is Peach. Peach, of course, has I can't even remember her name. This is Dr. Robotnik's relative from Sonic. I don't remember her name though. Paper Mario. This is a fully new moveset, by the way. My girl Jigglypuff, she's got some crazy costumes. Just a ton of monsters replacing her. This is Blood Falcon, which is a Captain Falcon spin-off, or another character from the Captain Falcon franchise. This is the actual Captain Falcon. Ganondorf, pretty much every Ganondorf in existence is modded in here. Mewtwo, every form or format of Mewtwo is modded in here. From the movies to the shows, it's like all here. I'm gonna speed up here. I don't want to take like 30 minutes to scroll through these costumes. My boy Zero, yep, Zero's modded in here. He's actually over Roy. I'm not a fan of Fire Emblem. It's not really a US or American IP. So I replaced every Fire Emblem character with something that's American. And then on top of that, I also found a way to keep the original Fire Emblem characters, at least their default costumes, as selectable. That Aroha is so cool, dude. It's over Pit. As you can see, Dark Pit has been replaced with Rouge from Sonic. I chose to do that because Rouge from Sonic is more familiar than Dark Pit. She's more of a fan favorite. She's from the Sonic franchise. And we have Pit. Pit is just Dark Pit with a color swap. Dark Pit is still selectable though. Like all of the characters that I remove, I keep them selectable. Zero Suit Samus, she's got a lot of famous video game IP characters over her. Wario's got a lot of versions of Wario. I tried to be as consistent as I possibly could with my costuming. There's a lot of custom art in here, by the way. A lot of these portraits that you'll see in here, they're custom made portraits, meaning you can't find them anywhere else, which is going to be very common. I'm a stickler for detail. I like perfection with every character and costume that I add in here. This is a crazy wild mix-up too for the Pokemon trainer. Like the things that I've decided to put over the original Pokemon trainer are pretty nuts. My boy Rob, he's got a pretty good mix-up of different game systems replacing him. I haven't made my mind up though. It's really a toss-up between Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and the it used to be called PMX Remix. I believe now it's called Rex, but the Super Smash Bros. Brawl Rex mod pack is insane. 1 second. Sorry, I had to click something on my computer here. It's freaking Amy. Sonic. Sonic has a ton of custom art that I had to throw together. I had to by hand create a lot of these portraits for Sonic painstakingly, but it worked out. Lucas has some pretty wild replacements. All of these replacements aren't just costumes. They're not just palette swaps and stuff. If you see a different skin that's blatantly another character over one of my characters in Smash, it also includes sounds and UI assets, effects. Like it's a complete replacement, not just the costume. It gets pretty nuts. Very complex. It's pretty cool. You'll notice there's no more nameplates on top of the characters in the character select. It's just a stylistic thing. I like the clarity when I'm looking at the character. I think all of the text and the fonts being in the way it's kind of annoying to me. So I just took it out. Plus I know the game. I know this whole roster by heart. So I don't need the text. Which, by the way, I keep backups of my backups. So if I wanted to, I could just drop all of the drop all of the nameplate files back in here. Freaking Mega Man X, he's got a wild mix-up too for his costume variation. Freaking Castle Crashers with over Young Link, or rather Toon Link. Just crazy, man. My lineup's pretty insane. Freaking Meowth. You gotta admit, my lineup's pretty wild. I have to admit, when I load up Smash Ultimate and I play it, this is a pretty fun experience, man. I used to hate Smash Ultimate. There was just too many Japanese IPs littered in it. Just too many Fire Emblem characters I couldn't recognize. They kept choosing characters I wasn't familiar with, that I wasn't a fan of, and it kind of became droll. It killed my interest in Smash Ultimate, and I just kind of gave up on it. And then I recently discovered you could mod this to a point of no return and just make this into whatever you want. Low-key, I need a Miss Pac-Man skin in there. Miss Pac-Man is she's pretty iconic. So as you can see, I kept my word. Outside of that Tidus character that we saw, which replaces Marth, I believe all of my characters are strictly video game based. It's just a little rule of thumb I have for myself. I know it's very tempting to litter a bunch of anime like Dragon Ball and Berserk characters throughout this roster, but it's as tempting as that is, it's just not consistent. There's just something very professional about keeping video game based characters in here. Wow, he's got Steve from Minecraft has a crazy lineup. This is actually Pyra and Mythra. As you can see, I kept Pyra in here as a selectable character. She just has a ton of video game based replacements over her, including Aqua as the new default. A lot of custom portraits. Again, you will not find these portraits anywhere else because I personally by hand crafted a lot of these portraits. Again, I apologize in advance. I'm going very fast, but that's not the focus of this video. The showcasing of these character select portraits and icons. The focus of this video is actually to show some gameplay, man. I'm just gonna jump in and show you what it looks like. So many cool replacements here. So many cool replacements. Hopefully you agree that I'm very careful. I'm super meticulous when it comes to the portrait work, when it comes to the costumes that I choose to replace characters with. Pretty insane. Low-key, I probably should be a little more lenient with my rule of only putting video game characters in my roster, because there's a lot of characters that technically are video game characters. They just didn't originate as a video game character, which can apply to a lot of stuff. For instance, I had a Pooh Bear in here that I believe was over King K. Rool. Well, Pooh Bear is a Kingdom Hearts, specifically that model that's used for Pooh Bear. He's actually in Kingdom Hearts. He's a prominent character in the Kingdom Hearts stories. So yeah, I put him in here. In my eyes, and to most people, Pooh Bear is actually a video game character, technically. But I should lighten up with my little rule here. My rule should be, if a character is featured in a video game, or if a character is famous for being in a video game, I can put him in here. Peep the custom art for this Sora, man. This Sora has so many custom portraits that I personally threw together. And then the kicker is, every portrait that you see for all of these characters is exactly what the model looks like in game. It's pretty insane. That means that Sora that I just showed, he has every model ripped from his official games put over him. Some slightly better than the original game it comes from. And the keyblades that the Sora portraits are holding are the actual keyblades for the models too. A lot of Animal Crossing characters in there. It's playable characters. These are actually Mii fighters. The ones that I go to that I don't toggle through the outfits of, they're actually Mii fighters. And as you can see there, the very top Mii fighter is always the portrait. So it's the actual icon. The character is the actual icon that you're seeing. It just has a lot of Mii fighters you can select underneath them too, which is pretty insane. Where was I? I forgot where I was. I think Amir. Pretty crazy. This was Incineroar. I just took Incineroar out. Like, nobody knows who Incineroar is. That character's not that popular. So I just I might add him back later, but I took Incineroar out. He was just like, nobody asked for that character in this game. I know he's got like a handful of people who are a fan of Incineroar out there, but most people don't care about Incineroar, man. I don't understand like the method to the madness of adding Incineroar. I think he was just like a personal add-on. These are actually playable bosses. So yeah, that's all of my characters. I went through all of my costumes there. I kept my word, kept everything super consistent with one another. The important part here is the gameplay. There's a ton of characters I could go through. I have a lot of favorites too, which are really the Kingdom Hearts characters that replace most of the Fire Emblem characters. I'm just gonna jump into it. Here's my Ike. As you can see, it's pretty much every version of Riku ever is selectable here. My personal favorite is old school. I like old school base game Riku. For his opponent, let's pick the Sora that I've been gloating about.
Sora! Here we go.
So yeah, let's just jump in. This is the thing that most Smash videos, modded games specifically, don't cover. They usually don't do any gameplay videos. It's because they're afraid to. They know their game is gonna crash on them. Oh yeah, I have to get the moves out of the way here. It bogs down the system if the system is not familiar with the newly added characters' moves. All right, I think that's it. So yeah, here's an example. This is Riku versus Sora here. As you can see, it's they're fully modded. They have effects, sounds. They have custom sounds per slot, by the way. This is actually like just playing as Riku in the game, which, by the way, low-key, Riku is one of my guilty pleasure favorite characters in Kingdom Hearts. So it's pretty awesome to finally see him officially in Super Smash Brothers. There's an example of one of the Sora models that is hyper accurate to the original game version. It's just an updated, better version of the original. If you played Kingdom Hearts 1, you know Kingdom Hearts 1 has very good graphics. The models are incredible, but the Smash version of Sora just has more physics applied to him. He has better texturing. His model has higher poly. It just looks better. But yeah, that's just an example there. So I'm just gonna back out. I'm just gonna jump through characters here. I have to show an example of the characters having different powers, like different effects and different sounds. So I'm gonna jump over to an older version of Sora there. And for my Riku, I'm just gonna pick an older version of Riku. This is a good opportunity to show how smooth my Smash plays too. As you can see, he has different effect colors. That's a completely different Sora there. Look at his model there. It's an official older version of the model. It looks incredible, dude. It just looks like Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, just with more physics and higher poly and better textures. It's really insane, dude. He has the voice, he has the effects, he's holding a proper weapon. It's pretty crazy. No need to harp on that. I'm gonna move on here. I'm just gonna jump around at random and just like pick characters. Another thing that I like too is the physics that Smash Ultimate has. You don't just add characters in this game. You actually have the ability to add proper physics on the female characters, which is pretty crazy. For the opponent, I don't really care. I'm just gonna at random. Let's do Zero. As you can see, Roy from Fire Emblem has been replaced with Zero from Mega Man X. He's just more popular. He fits the roster way better than the Fire Emblem character. So this is Mai Shiranui from KOF. She replaces Sheik's default costume here. It's pretty insane. It comes with effects. It has its own sounds, like all of my costumes. It has jiggle physics added onto the model, not just for the hair, but for the clothing, for the hair, for her breast, for her butt. Like it's pretty insane. It goes very in depth. I like the I love the detail, man. And there's the Zero model there. As you can see, he has everything. He has his sound. He has his animations. He has the UI. It's just Zero officially in the game. All right, I'm gonna move on to something else. Let's do oh boy, there's so many versions of Sonic. So many versions of Sonic. And they all look exactly like the portraits here in the character select. Oh, there's so much to pick from. Let's do the cartoon. Just because the cartoon shaders are really cool. Just in general, any Smash character that has a costume that has a cartoon shader, a cell shader specifically, they always look amazing. Let's do Tidus, which is the replacement for Marth. Oh man, that Tidus model is really good. It's very high quality. This Sonic looks insane. This is an example though. This is the cartoon version of Sonic. I'm gonna back out. Again, the focus of this is just to show you that my game works. It works flawlessly. Here's another version of a cartoon Sonic. This one looks cell shaded, given the art. I'm just gonna jump in. Actually, let's switch up Tidus. I'm gonna switch Tidus up for anybody really. Here's another replacement. I replaced Dark Samus with Ravenbeak because, you know, he's not a clone of regular Samus anymore. All right, we're just jumping in here. That Ravenbeak looks perfect, by the way. Good God, look how amazing that looks, man. By the way, that Ravenbeak on every costume has different effects, different voices applied per costume. It's pretty insane how complex that is. This Sonic right here, if you look closely, it's a cartoon / cell shaded version of Sonic. Even its gameplay is pretty insane. It has, like, you know, realistic cartoon tweening and stretching. Like this is pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty nuts. Like I can't get enough of playing this game, man. It's just so insane, the capabilities. Let's show some more example of physics on the females because this is really cool. Something I want to harp on because it's not common to see proper physics on females in general in video games. For some reason, you know, at some point, video games just stop putting physics on females. I don't understand it. It's like we've like regressed with our 3D gaming. Let's do I want to do a mod replaced character here. I'm actually skimming through the roster. I know a lot of these characters are mod replaced. Ooh, let's do Lightning. And as you heard, Lightning is over Corrin. Oh, that Lightning model looks really good, dude. See that Lightning model? That looks amazing, dude. And then look at this. Look at my Daisy character that I've selected, which is actually a Bowsette skin, voice, and effects. Look at that, dude. You see the physics on her? The physics are insane, dude. That's what a female looks like when she's not wearing a bra. Females aren't made of rock, folks. It's okay, man. You can make things move on a female that are supposed to move. That model is beautiful too. Oh man, that's crazy. Like seriously, that's pretty insane. My Samus, I have pretty much every version of Samus I can find. Like every spin-off of Samus I can think of, I just modded in here. A lot of my art is custom art, by the way, meaning you can't find my portrait work anywhere else. Something I'm very proud of because it takes a lot of work for me to draw all these portraits out. So I'm pretty happy about it. Speaking of custom portraits, there's the Bloodborne main character. I actually put the Bloodborne main character over I can't remember who it's over. Let's just select it. Byleth. So yeah, another Fire Emblem character. I replaced Byleth with the Bloodborne main character because it's more familiar. It's a more American known IP or America known. But yeah, there's the Bloodborne Hunter. It looks amazing. Oh man, that looks amazing. It comes with effects, the voice, everything, dude. This is an example of Retro Samus. Has its own matching portraits. All of its custom artwork that I threw together and thrown in here. This is pretty insane, dude. Looks like it uses its own custom moveset. Look at that, dude. Looks like a modern moveset overhaul for the character. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm an adult, so I like adult stuff in my video game. The first thing I modded into this when I discovered it was blood effects. When I hit the opponent, they bleed profusely. If I hit them enough, it's pretty insane, like just having proper blood effects in a Smash game, because some of the video game IPs that are added into Smash are actually from video games that have blood in them. My personal favorite is, of course, Cloud Strife, because of Advent Children. There's a ton of blood in Advent Children. Most fans forget. Sephiroth. I have every version of Sephiroth imaginable, just modded over the character. It's pretty insane, dude. Then my choices for the character slot replacements for Sephiroth are pretty insane too. Freaking Mega Man. It's pretty insane, man. Like, my brain locks up when I get to this character select screen because there's so many characters I can select from. This is like a candy store, dude. It's just so cool. So cool, dude. Screw it. Let's pick Ken. And let's do another costume for the Hunter. There's Byleth, by the way. She's a modified version of Byleth. She has like boob and butt physics added to her, but it's Byleth. It's the default vanilla Byleth. Oh, this is so cool. Again, I want to harp on it. I have to stress, the point of this video is just to show you all of my movesets, all of my costume slots. Everything is fully functional, folks. I am a veteran modder. I am very skilled at throwing together what I need thrown together. This is just another example. So cool, dude. She's so pretty, by the way. Like, if I add a character into my game and the character's like well endowed in any shape, form, or fashion, I always add in proper physics for those body parts. Just because it's not because I'm an adult that I do those things. I add those physics for immersion. It makes sense for a 3D game to properly and accurately mimic reality. So, for instance, if you have a female character and she's curvy, those curves have to move, folks. The same applies to clothing, hair, etc. You need physics, man. Physics is very important. It's the thing that avoids dating your game. So many cool characters. I think this dude is from Yakuza. Yeah, he's from Yakuza. Freaking Diddy. Diddy's got some wild replacements too. Freaking Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, this is crazy, dude. I can do this all day, man. There's just so many characters for me to pick from. Hyrule Warriors Link. I have to, man. Byleth has by far some of the coolest skins too. Pretty sure Kratos from God of War is selectable over Byleth. This is pretty cool. It's over Chrom. I put Squall from Final Fantasy over Chrom, because Chrom is another Fire Emblem character that I'm not familiar with. Look how good that model is, dude. Both of these are insane models. He's got his own custom effects, his own move set. Look how insane this is, dude. So cool, dude. That Squall model's insane. There's so many different versions of Squall in here too. I even have Squall from Kingdom Hearts modded in here. It's pretty nuts, man. It's been about 30 minutes. I don't want to go over 30 minutes for the video. So this has just been a showcase just to show you that all of my stuff is fully functional. Everything works smooth. No issues, no crashes, no hiccups, none of that. I just wanted you to see what a properly modded Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game looks like. Well worth the purchase. You should definitely pick this game up if you're interested. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the insane capabilities. And that's it. God bless.